All right, today we're diving into something pretty cool. A philosophy, really, for how we can build a better, more ethical digital world. It's called the BlueOceanHub Principles, and it's basically a blueprint for a web that gives back more than it takes. Let's get right into it. So before we can even get to the solution, we've got to talk about the problem, right? And it all comes down to this core tension in pretty much every digital platform we use today, how we think about and deal with value. Let's just ask the question straight up. Does our digital world feel a little bit broken to you? Does something just feel off about the way so many of these platforms we use every single day actually work?
You know that feeling, right? It usually boils down to this one single word: extraction. We pour our time, our energy, our best ideas, our data into these systems, and it just feels like all that value is getting sucked upwards, straight to the platform owners, instead of flowing back to the community. It's a system that feels designed to take.
But what if we could flip that script? What if there was a completely different way to build things? Well, that's exactly where this blueprint comes in. It's a serious attempt to design a system that operates on a totally different foundation.
Now, this is maybe the most important thing to get right away. BlueOceanHub isn't a new app you download or a company you invest in. Nope, it's a philosophy. Think of it like a set of guiding rules or constraints that anyone, and I mean anyone, can use to build fairer systems. It's a toolkit for a different kind of internet.
And at the absolute heart of it is this idea of a non-extractive ecosystem. Just take a second to really read this definition. It's not just about money. It says that if you engage in good faith, you shouldn't be made poorer economically, socially, or intellectually. Wow, that's a truly holistic way of looking at value.
And this quote right here just nails it. It's a concept-first ecosystem, not a company-first project. You see the difference? The goal isn't for one single company to win. The goal is for the idea of a non-extractive web to win, for that concept to spread, no matter which specific platform becomes popular.
Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Well, it's all built on 10 core principles. We're not going to go through all of them, but let's explore a few of the biggest ones to really get a feel for this blueprint.
It all kicks off with Principle 1, skill over fluff. This is all about what you can actually do versus who you say you are. So on one side, you've got demonstrated value, real action, things you've built, actual contributions, tangible proof. And on the other side, well, you've got claimed credentials, job titles, follower counts, all that hype. This model says, show me, don't tell me. It's your actions that truly matter.
Next up is Principle 2, and I love this one. Teach the fishing, don't sell the fish. It's all about empowerment. The whole point of an ecosystem like this should be to make you more capable, more independent. If a platform is designed in a way that makes you more dependent on it over time, well, that's a huge red flag. It's all about building your skills, not locking you in.
And that brings us to Principle 4, which is all about building trust through radical transparency. Instead of decisions happening behind closed doors, with some secret algorithm or some internal committee, this model says, let's do it out in the open. Public validation, where the community can actually see how things work, creates a much stronger, much more real form of trust.
Now, this next one, Principle 7, might sound a little weird at first. Competition is protection. Wait, what? Aren't you supposed to crush your competition? Well, not here. The idea is that a monopoly is actually dangerous. It weakens ethics. So this model actively encourages others to copy and adapt the project, to fork the code. Why? Because having alternatives keeps everyone honest and actually makes the entire ecosystem stronger and more resilient.
And finally, let's look at Principle 10. This is a huge shift in mindset. Stewardship over ownership. If you build something based on these principles, you aren't its master. You are its steward, its caretaker. Your primary responsibility is to the health of the community and the ecosystem, not just your own bottom line. Power is framed here as a duty, not as a possession.
So, we've talked a lot about what this philosophy is, but sometimes the clearest way to define something is to be really clear about what it is not. And these principles explicitly draw some very hard lines in the sand.
And wow, just look at this list of rejections. This is a direct challenge to the web's most dominant business models. It refuses to be a gig economy in disguise. It's not an idea mining platform. It's not a pay-to-play system where you buy visibility. And this is the big one. It is absolutely not a data harvesting business model. The bottom line is, if a way to make money violates these principles, it's off the table, period.
So,
what does all this actually mean for you? Well, this isn't just some abstract theory to admire from afar. It's meant to be an open invitation to participate, to take these ideas and run with them, to build something yourself. This quote really just brings it all home. Success isn't about one platform becoming the next monopoly. Success is when the very idea of a non-extractive internet becomes the new standard we all expect.
And if you do decide to accept this invitation, it comes with 4 really clear responsibilities. 1. Credit the origin. Give a nod to where the idea came from. 2. Improve what is weak. Don't just copy, make it better. 3. Expose what fails. Be honest about mistakes so everyone can learn. And maybe the most important of all, 4. Protect those with less power.
And that really just leaves us with this one final powerful question. These principles, this blueprint, they're out there, totally free for anyone to use as a guide. They offer a path toward creating digital spaces that are more fair, more transparent, and way more empowering. So the question isn't really what is it anymore. The real question is, what will you build?